Hickok 45 here. Welcome to the Hickok 45 Talks channel. Someone asked me a question and a comment about how I get guns out through the range and stuff like that. He said, "I have a good question. How do you get a number of guns and gear like that from storage and out through the range? You just toss it all in a tote, haul it out by hand, stack all the cases on a hand truck, and wheel them out, load it to the back, all this kind of stuff." And I, never thought of that being a curiosity, but I guess depending on the video, because sometimes we do have a lot of, I think that comment was on a video where we had, maybe it was like the last pocket gun I would give up or something like that, where we did have a lot of firearms out there. And so anyway, I do have a couple of tote bags, and I don't keep my firearms in hard cases, rifles or any of them. I have a couple hard cases or three that I can use. I'm taking a firearm somewhere if I want to, need to, but a long gun. But I use the socks, as you saw in the video we did on how to, what did I call it, how to protect your guns or something, did several years back. I keep them in gun socks. Takes up less room, of course, and it keeps them from rusting, and keeps them, well, you got to wipe them down, but they're not going to rust, at least they haven't yet in all these years, 50 years, and more than 50 years, but they, well, the one I've had the longest is, well, that's more than 50, the one's from Dad, yeah, but I digress. And also to keep them from getting scratched from banging into each other and all that kind of thing. So what I do typically is have a kind of a strong, I got 2 or 3 tote bags that are, they wouldn't have to, even a Walmart bag sometimes or something there for a couple of handguns, stick them in there. But I do have 2 or 3 bags that are stronger, and they're nice for when I'm taking a lot of guns out, and maybe I got some ammo in it too in that bag, and I got 60 pounds whatever in that bag, tote bag. It's good to have one with a good handle and everything. That's what I do. I kind of get it together, think about, okay, what videos we doing today. Often we're doing 2 or maybe 3, getting ready for all of that. Then once I've left the house, gone to the post office, whatever I've done about, then because I don't ever want to leave them out. So I get them out when I'm not going anywhere, of course, and or if I have to go to the bank and get one. But I'll just start looking at the video. Okay, we're going to do this, like the last pocket gun I would sell. So I'm gonna have to go several places to get that, different safes, and get those, which ones I want in the video, and they're usually already in a sock. And I just put them in the bag and kind of check them off, and get everything I want. Then maybe that same day we're doing something with Colt single actions or something. So you have to put 3 of those in there. Put 3 of those in that bag, possibly. As long as everything's in a gun sock, I just lay them. I don't sling them around, but I lay them in there on top of each other. It's not a problem. And so I could have a tote bag with 5, 6, or 10 pistols in it. Really could. I can think of the last year or so. Now what video was it? It wasn't all that long ago, actually, where I had some Colts, the single actions and different things, and I remember thinking, wow, the money I've got in this bag, just carried around like it's a bunch of groceries I just picked up, but I mean, I'm careful with them, and they're in the socks, and I wipe them down, when we're finished, and all of them I don't even shoot, as you know, depending on what the video is. Some are just out there for show, for contrast or compare, for atmosphere, because we're doing a firearm on some particular topic. But I put them in a bag, and then if we're doing a video somewhere else on the place, then put that bag usually like in the 4-wheeler. Got a Kawasaki Mule. And like when I do the Sunday videos, they come over on the Mule, and if we're going to do a woods walk, we used to, before I got the Mule, the old days, we'd just carry everything over into the woods or whatever we were doing, and it worked out fine. A lot to carry, sometimes 2 trips, but that mule's been one. I can't believe I waited all these years to get a four-wheeler for the place and think I really needed one, but that thing has really been nice, really handy. So I put them in the four-wheeler for going somewhere else, or to the Gone Club range over here, or Range 2, or to the small game range, or whatever, Woods Walk, and got that handy. Got everything with us. That's the nice thing about that too. And yeah, that's kind of what I do. And it's a job, and it's why I say it's a job keeping them organized, and that's one reason my safes can get disorganized. It just takes a few months usually, because I'll get them all organized. I might reorganize them and say, okay, I'm going to change this up and put all my Glocks in this safe, and all my single actions in this part of this safe, or whatever it might be. Get this better organized, so I know where everything is and where to put it back. But you know how it is. You get finished with the video, and there's 3 of them that need to be cleaned. And I'll do those in the morning, so I put them in the safe, and maybe the wrong place, maybe they're still in the bag or whatever it is, and things just get out of pocket over time. They really do. It's a good problem to have. Here I'm complaining about that. I got so many guns, they get disorganized. Somebody feel sorry for me, please. Yeah. But that's kind of the process. Nothing too astounding there. I do use tote bags for the most part. The longer guns are, just you got to carry those out. What did we do? Maybe it was like the last lever gun I'd give up, or something like that. Those videos require a lot of guns being carried out individually. The long guns more so. You can't put them in a bag as easily and get them out to the shooting table. And of course the I'm very, very fortunate. I live on my own range. I've got to get them out of the safes and down to the range, but it's not all that far. So unlike what most people have to do, they go to a shooting range. I've got to get things locked up or in their cases and make sure they know what they're going to shoot for sure, what ammo they're going to need, and get them all protected and in their car or truck to take through the range. I'm just taking them out the door, down the steps, and to the shooting table. Right, so I can't complain too much about that, but that's kind of what I do. Yeah, I do put them in a bag, pistols, haul them around. I am careful though. I am careful. So somebody wanted to know about that. So guess what? I talked about it while I was sitting in the woods, and now you've heard it. Life is good.